Hi, I'm Lauren Markham, author of The Faraway Brothers, Two Young Migrants and the Making of an American Life, and this is what I'm reading. So a book I just finished is a book of short stories called The Refugees by Viet Thanh Nguyen, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. And it's a super fantastic collection of short stories that does this really beautiful thing where it's balancing this very compelling fiction and these sort of shorter fictional pieces with kind of history and migration history and current political and socio-political context in the United States, and I can't recommend it enough. So another book I recently read is called One of Us by Asni Sirstad, who's a Norwegian author, and she also wrote The Bookseller of Kabul. I did some reporting last year for Harper's Magazine in Norway, and on someone's recommendation I picked up this book, and it's impeccably researched and beautifully and harrowingly rendered story of the massacre that happened in Norway. The last book I want to recommend is a book of short stories by Lucia Berlin. The stories range from really short, kind of more like ethereal vignette stories to these longer, realist kind of social tales, and they take place in Mexico and in Oakland, California, near where I live and work, and they take place in New Mexico, and they take place all over. Sort of this writer has lived and traveled and worked all over the place, and they deal with things like family trauma and alcoholism and relationships and work challenges, and they're just, her sentences take my breath away, and the sort of way she's able to drop us in to an experience and a moment and a place is kind of like nothing else I've ever read.